We're told daily that the border is a crisis, that we're being invaded, that Texas needs to defy the federal government because they're not protecting us and they need to hold the line. The Republicans demanded a border deal. They refused to fund Ukraine until we dealt with America first. They insisted this was the crisis that needed to be addressed, and this week Senate Republicans blocked the deal their own party had demanded and negotiated. The single most significant border policy we've had in decades. A bipartisan deal supported by the National Border Patrol Council that included almost everything the Republicans had asked for, including a provision where the President of the United States would not only have the authority, but would be forced, according to the bill, to shut the border if the daily numbers got too high. Which, by the way, if they hadn't tanked the bill, would have been immediately. The bill was negotiated with the White House, Senate Democrats, Senate Republicans. It gave Homeland Security emergency powers to deport migrants. It would have provided $6.8 billion to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, $7.6 billion to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, $4 billion to U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. So altogether, they were going to invest $20+ billion in improving the border, shutting the border, and then they voted against it. And if the Senate hadn't blown up their own bill, the House Republicans already said they weren't going to vote for it. So what are we even doing here? We can't keep pretending this is business as usual. Oh, politics is always screwed up. No, the Republican Party is off the rails. They're now tying themselves in knots, trying to explain how they could demand something, negotiate something, get that something, and then just flip the table and walk away. And the only explanation is that they're no longer a governing party. They are an obstructionist party who retains power by telling you the government doesn't work and then making sure it doesn't. They were told by their presidential candidate that if they fixed a crisis in an election year, he would destroy them. Donald Trump wants to run on a broken border, so don't you dare fix the border. Well, who does that serve? We know Donald Trump is going to do what's best for Donald Trump, but what about the rest of the Republican representatives? Who do they work for? There are over 300 million American citizens, and this entire political party now functions on what's best for one man. The Republicans have majority control of the House of Representatives. They have veto control of the Senate through the filibuster, and they are turning their backs on the American people and what they said they so desperately needed. For what? So they can win more power? Why would we give them more power? Look at the damage they're doing with the power they already have. What are we frickin' doing here?